Hey everybody, let us finish what we started. That's right, we are on the last half of the last bit of Deadbolt. And now, having defeated Timur the Tinkerer, we find the final class of enemies, the demons, who are, of course, either Rockabilly or Taliban flavored, which makes perfect sense. That's fine. Demons are not really undead. They come from quote-unquote across the river, which is sort of a nebulous, though spooky place. The melee ones are just very, very quick versions of the zombie one, basically. They have a flaming board they shoot at you. The middle ones have those battle rifles, which are quite mighty, and holy howdy, the big ones have a big old chain gun, as you can see there. That's pretty much all of the non-special kinds of demons, so you will see some more as time goes on. This level here is the only one where I do sometimes end up using cover, as you can see there. Man, I was not actually sure I survived that. Because, yeah, there is a lot of shooting that goes on in there. You can actually flank them and take the ventilation system off as far to the right as you can possibly go. But that is, you can see there, I'm using that for quick transport now. But it would have taken a little bit longer to do that jiu-jitsu dance in the middle of things. So this is a rough introduction to them because big long stretches like this without terrific amounts of doors that have to break up the terrain are what demons thrive on, specifically the big guys. They take a ton to go down and are another excellent reason to have the headhunter. Headhunter, a bolt-action rifle, or a sledgehammer are the only things that are going to one-shot them, except for this special weapon we get specifically from Charon and only for this specific mission. You can see their melee attack there, it's pretty cool, but yeah, the auto grenade launcher. It's pretty bananas, and it is hilarious. No idea what it says firing in one way, but whatever, it works for me. This is another one of those big levels, and it is in fact Ibsen, the head of the skeleton's hideout here. It's very packed with lore, as you might expect. Well, and when I say packed, I basically mean there's sort of a surprise at the top, which is, not to spoil anything, it appears he used to be a Reaper, just like we did, but presumably gave in to despair and committed suicide. That's sort of the idea that I have. The Dredged, who are the skeletons, got that way by committing suicide. The vampires were victims of betrayal, and I think it was only mentioned in the demo version, but the zombies are victims of overdose, and how they got to be that way. An unnatural death is what causes them to not return to a proper dead state, and then we go and just sort of crack them open. So here we go, up at the very top. You can see the fireplace sort of papered over, drywalled over, or whatever. It's like the one in our apartment, except that it don't work no more. And he has a chair to sit by it and presumably try to make things happen. I guess he is always kind of cooler looking than us, is old Ibzan. I was really expecting a big ambush the first time I played through this level, but no, you just kind of have to laboriously walk down through the rest of the level. I kind of wish they let you, I don't know, drop off the top or something. Maybe it was breaking the immersion to suspect that you could survive such a fall, but whatever, we've already handled them 2 or 3 story drops and not carried in the past. So the design for the demons is really pretty bonkers. Everybody else fits in easy stereotypes. The zombies are sort of an urban inner-city gang kind of thing going. The vampires are clubbers and aristocrats, I guess, which is sort of a mashup, but it makes sense for vampires. The skellies kind of look, I don't know, Russian to me or something like that. Okay, now here we have our penultimate boss, Vol, the sniper. Get back at your headhunter here to make sure. Basically, anytime you're in the light in this level, that little laser pointer there, after a short delay, will start trying to shoot you. And if you walk, it leads you, so you can't just, you know, keep walking. You have to watch out. It does have a big lead-up time. Like, you'll hear the shot, and as you do, and you have plenty of time to get out of its way. Ah, what a waste of headhunter. That said, we are about to come on the best melee throwing weapon in the game, the Throwing Star. It's basically just a set of 4 throwing knives, essentially. So a lot of this level is about managing light. As you can see, as long as you can be in the light. I mean, you can shoot out all the headlights up, or the ceiling lights up here and be safe from Vol. But honestly, she's not that hard to avoid. It's just another little problem, and as soon as you're in the dark, she cannot see you and doesn't fire back at you. We're coming up on what is, besides the Horseman, the hardest achievement in the game in my estimation, which is we're about to do a sniper section where we have to counter-snipe Vol. There's no actual danger to us, but there's an achievement for killing all of the enemies with headshots, and boy, it's tricky, because they run all around, and some of their hitboxes are a little wonky. I'll show that off at some point, because this isn't all achievements run after all, so I'll be back getting that, but for right now, I will only snipe Vol, and I know right where she is, so this is going to take no time at all. All in all, not the worst level in the game, although I've died to it plenty of times. Don't be deceived. There's our sniping, there's Vol, there went Vol. I'm just playing around. Whatever. Yep, blew off her head. And the candles are there. And the big surprise here is that they say, oh, I've never seen a Reaper, implying that there are other Reapers, but if you were paying attention, you already figured out that Ibsen probably used to be a Reaper, so there must be other Reapers, but who even knows? It was more heavily implied in the demo for this game that the flames that we serve are sort of a god of life. That said, they didn't keep that in the main game, so who knows if that's even still canon. But the deal is he gave people flame, which was life, and then the flame usually returned to him when they died, but if they died in these unnatural ways, then that wouldn't happen. So, anyway, now that Vol's out of the way, we are clear to take on Ibsen and the rest of the Skellies, and you see that they wanted all of those bodies to just literally make a huge portal out of. Now, because we took down Vol and we have those sniper candles, we get, I think, 5 or 6 more sniper support options, which is great. This last level is really quite hard. Not the first part so much, but the next part, for darn sure, is a real challenger. This first part would be extremely hard, but boy, they give you a nice armory up here. And so with so many weapons, there's really no excuse. Plus, all of your sniper support, not to just take this down. You do want to take the top path first, because that's where all the demons are. And unfortunately, that last guy falls off and alerts everybody, which it's gotta be designed. Anyway, I usually go for the silent throwing stars first, and then the bolt action rifle second. There's actually somewhere down here, if you can get him early, that's really good. There is sometimes, I think, a engineer for the Skellies, which is bad because he would be dropping landmines all over the dang place. That said, we must have got him because that is everybody dead at this point, so we've nothing left but to quote-unquote find information, which in this case means to activate the portal. Strange unique symbol written in ash. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. Go through the portal is what we must do. You can see in the video we've still got quite a bit of time left. That is because the final battle with Ibsen, which, spoiler alert, we're coming up on. Take a second and really appreciate this area. It's kind of ominous in a very cold kind of way. I really like it, and you'll see more as we get in. Those flying cubes, who knows what's going on with those. But the area itself is just this like big, snowy, candlelit chateau, basically. And here, of course, we see our employer at long last, who is a spooky candle man. I don't know what we were thinking he was going to be, but that's him. And he is concerned about Ibsen being here, so apparently this is the kind of universe where you may indeed challenge the gods. Or who knows, maybe. But, you know. He looks cool. I think he's a cool designed character. I think he looks cooler than we do by kind of a large measure. I actually could have gone through the chateau and opened doors and gotten our weapons a little bit earlier, but it's not strictly necessary, so that's not what we'll be doing. Now he starts off with a retinue of skeletal guards, and you'll want. I always take basically this exact same path. There might be another way to do it. There is, of course, the all the weapons available around here for your final confrontation. But the sledgehammer is going to be what carries me through the first 2 waves of him, and pretty handily at that, I have to say. He's facing away from you and doesn't turn, so again, 1 hit with the sledgehammer takes him down. And yes, he regenerates quite a number of times, and now he starts bringing friends along with him. The Revenant is one of those guns we haven't used. It packs quite a punch. It's very loud as its drawback, but it's a little bit weaker than the Headhunter, but it does quite a lot of damage no matter where you hit. It's sort of the joy of it. Now, Ibsen is very quick, very quick to shoot, very accurate, and can shoot you from really just a tremendous distance away. So we want to deal with him ASAP. It's good that I got out of there as quick as I could. You can see that the lieutenants are not holding back, but fortunately we do have the firepower. So I think he's, yep, eventually he's over here by the, well, if you wait too long, he actually will draw a gun out and fire it at you, but there's our achievement for beating all the Greg's missions, and that is the whole game, ladies and gentlemen. 40-odd minutes in, and yeah, we had plenty of time to spare, so that'll be good for our full run. Again, these were done in sets of 5, so the ending, I think, is pretty neat, although somewhat ambiguous. I guess whatever skeletons we left up there just vanish or something like that. Anyway, that's the road to the 2 horsemen, so thanks for watching. See you next time.